The search for 10 people who were in a minibus that was swept away in flooded rivers in Decoligny in Mthatha is set to continue. 9 people have been confirmed to have died from the flooding. Emergency management officials have also managed to rescue 3 pupils who were clinging onto trees above the raging waters. SABC News reporter Fundiswa Mhlekude is part of our team in that community in Mthatha and joins us now live. And Fundiswa, what are you able to tell us about the search for that minibus that we told was swept away while trying to cross a bridge yesterday?
Indeed, Ayanda, we are at the Decoligny River. It's a river that is not so deep and not so big, yet it managed to swallow and claim the lives of about 9 learners. But this is the minibus that had the 13 learners as well as the driver and 2 other passengers. The search and rescue operation began around 8 this morning, and we are hoping that as the day continues, we'll be able to locate them where they are. But we have one of the parents of the learners who was here yesterday. She's here yesterday being part of the operation. She came with other parents to look for their children. Mama, enkosi ngexesha lakho. Namhlanje lapha mama uxolo wethu ngento ehlileyo. Uziva njani?
Ndiva kabuhlungu kakhulu ngathi ngengenzeka. I'm asking me a question that bekutenze ba esikolweni namhlanje ubuhlungu kakhulu. Ubuhlungu sisikakhulu.
Unethemba ma besitsho abanye abazali banethemba lokuba mhlamba abantwana babo bangafunyanwa besaphila.
Alikho kumithemba.
Kutheni?
Because these hours sezininzi kakhulu ngoba izolo besilapha. Ndahamba ndayojonga esibhedlela abantwana abayi-3 ndafike ngekho wethu. Anathemba according to the hours abahleli emanzini anathemba.
Nivelaphi masinibona nivela ngapha mhlambe nihamba ne-divers ezizikhangela abantwana?
Hayi sihamba nazo sisuka endlini notata wakhe nesister yam siyakhangela along the river sisuka phaa ibhulorhweni apho ibimke khona ibhasi siyazikhangele.
Bavelaphi abantwana ngabaphi ngowaphi lo wakho?
Lo wam ngwaseMpafana administrative area but uhlala apha eMandela ufunda eJumba besiya esikolweni ugrade 10.
Basuka apha eMandela?
Basuka eMandela. Basuka eMandela sesibebheke eJumba.
Uthi mama bengafanelanga kwakuba bayile esikolweni.
Nditsho ndithi bebengafanelekanga uba bayile esikolweni but ke inoba ke baye bacinga into yoba bebhala bengafanelekanga bayile la weather abantwana bebengaphumi ezindlini.
Abanye abazali ma bebelapha phezulu and I believe ba nawe ubungomnye wabazali ebebelapha. Ukumkani wabaThembu was also here enika isupport kwabanye abazali esitsho kanjalo ukuba bacela inkxaso. Abanye abazali ke bebesithi bakhalazela ukuba abantwana bebebambeke kule mithi uyibonayo apha ixesha elide, abanye bemka ngoba akude kufike inkonzo zohlangulo. Nawe mhlambi unoba unalo ngcinga?
Hayi andinayo mna loo ngcinga because bendilapha izolo bendifike kwa very early. In fact ndivuke ndingazi uba umntana ulapha ndivuke ngo-9 ndezapha oko bendikhona apha bezikhona ii-divers and khandibone abantwana bakisheke emithini. Andikhalazeli into but ndiyakhalaza ke for the sense that izinto zosebenza e-OR Tambo the Eastern Cape asinazongo because ii-divers bezifikile but bezi-very few.
So ukhalela ba kuthini ke ngokuma?
Benirhalela Eastern Cape okanye OR Tambo ikijongwe ngamanye amehlo sibe nazo izinto zomelana nale meko. Nkosi.
Okay, that is one of the parents of the learners. She is saying that she hopes that the OR Tambo can have as many divers as possible because the divers that came here yesterday, we were told that some had to come from Cradogs, others from Port Elizabeth and others from East London. She is saying that she has no hope that her child will be found alive because she believes it's been long since she got lost. She lost hope yesterday. She was also here being part of the operation that, in fact, she did not even know that her child was here because she says she was here standing by looking at the people who were inside the river because there were people who were inside this river and they were holding on to trees. Unfortunately, Ayanda, we had to witness one of those learners being swept away. She was not far from here, from where we are right now, and she waved and said that she was seeing a snake, and after that she let go of the tree that he was holding on to. And later in the afternoon, because we saw what she was wearing, when they found a body just not far from where we are, and the people of Decoligny were able to identify that it's indeed the person who was here, who we saw being swept away. We spoke to the MEC of local government, Mr. Zolile Williams, who said that who warned residents not to build their homes and houses next to lower lying areas like rivers, and he even said that there are more than 500 residents who have been left destitute, and more than 20 schools who are affected by these heavy rains. Ayanda.
What a devastating set of circumstances, Fundiswa. We can see the minibus that was retrieved from that river just behind you there. I wonder if you can tell us a bit more about the rescue operation itself and the state in which this car was found in.
Indeed, Ayanda, when the rescue operators came here, they couldn't go immediately inside that minibus taxi, but they waited for the waters to subside a little bit, because the minibus taxi was able to be seen in the afternoon, and they could only see the roof of the minibus taxi. But in the afternoon, towards around 5, they were able to see even the windows. So they waited for the waters to subside a little bit and managed to go inside, but there were no learners. So they went downstream in search of those learners. We were told by the MEC of Education that there were 13 learners, all from Jumba Senior Secondary School in Tabase, and they were heading to school. What we know is that after the bridge, or on top of the bridge near Efata, the driver could see that the water was too much, and he called the owner of the bus and told him that they cannot cross because the water is overflowing. And as they were standing there, the bridge then collapsed. That's how it got swept away with the learners inside. The learners that we found here after 8 or just before 8, and then they were still holding on to those trees, to those trees around 10. That's when one of them got swept away.
The information we have is that it's a 22-seater minibus taxi. But do we know yet, Fundiswa, how many pupils were inside this vehicle at the time?
From what we gathered, we are told that it was 13 learners, 2 passengers, and a driver. So we are expecting, because the mayor of OR Tambo just confirmed that the bodies that have been found, and confirmed that those were some of the people who were inside that taxi, are 9. So 10 more people are being looked after. So the rescue operations are in progress as of now. And the mayor of OR Tambo also told us that the divers and the rescue teams are busy now opening the doors of the homes here at Decoligny, because remember, there were residents who were saying that there were people who were still trapped inside their homes because they could not open. They only heard screams coming from those houses. So we can imagine how many people, maybe if there are still people who are inside those houses, how many people got affected. But we will see if we can be able to go and see if the operation indeed is taking place, if maybe there are people who got trapped inside those houses.
Yeah, fair enough. Many people, Fundiswa, are hearing about the community of Decoligny in the Eastern Cape for the first time. I wonder if you could just help us place geographically where this place is. It seems pretty far-flung out. And as you do that, help us understand how easy it is, for example, to access that area for people who might be stranded, as has happened in the past 24 hours.
Decoligny is located in the Mthatha West area, which includes Mandela Park, Chrisani Park, Slovo Park. It's just along the R61 road next to the school called Efata School for the Blind and Deaf. It's not very difficult to access it. It's just that the road leading to Decoligny is not so in a good condition, but accessing this place is not very difficult. However, the municipality says this should not be, the community should not be here because it's a place that is in a lower lying area, because there is this river here, so there is no one who should be here, as the MEC of local government also mentioned earlier when we spoke to him.
All right, Fundiswa Mhlekude, thanks very much indeed for giving us those details. Fundiswa is reporting live from the community of Decoligny in Mthatha. That's in the Eastern Cape, where we now know 9 people have been confirmed dead, 10 others are still missing. The minibus taxi that was ferrying a number of pupils to school has also been recovered. Some of its windows shattered, but of course no one found inside the vehicle. It's a developing story sharply on our radar.